Hi there, I'm Paula Deen, and I'm so glad y'all have dropped in because I've invited the local scooter club to come pick me up and take me for a ride later. And a country cruise just wouldn't be the same without a picnic. So first I'm gonna pop out to my favorite chocolate shop to pick out some premium marshmallows. And then we're gonna head back to the house so I can get to going on my country fried steak and gravy fixins. And then next, we'll have to get our marshmallow madness going with a mouth-watering mud cake straight from heaven. And then it's a side of garden pea salad and these easy rolls that'll balance your picnic perfectly. So pack up the old wicker basket and grab your helmet, honey, because we got scooters to ride. Early in the morning, I'm getting ready today to go on a picnic with my scooter club friends. And the whole meal is going to be super, super simple. But I am going to a little bit of trouble for our dessert. I'm going to be making a Wilmington Island marsh mud cake. And you think marshmallows are marshmallows? No, I'm going to take you to where they're made by hand and fresh. So hang out with me this morning, because we're going to bake a cake. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Paula, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Very good.
Good.
What can we do for you today?
Well, I'm here to get some of your homemade marshmallow.
Gee, I'm sorry. We don't have any more.
Don't kid me
No,
like that.
I'm serious. We don't have any more. But we are going to be making some right away if you want to come join me.
I would love to. All right, anything special I need to know before I dip?
Don't drip.
Don't drip, okay. Oh, I almost dripped. Uh-oh. I almost dripped, didn't I? I can't tell y'all how much fun this is. Is that enough, Michael?
For a thin one, sure, that's enough. Now what you want to start doing is you want to spread it into the corners first.
Get those corners.
Don't touch the paper.
Trying not to touch it.
Go to the corners first. Use your finger. There you go.
All right, what will happen next? How long will this have to sit,
Well,
Michael?
basically, from the time we finish up this batch, it's going to sit for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then we start cutting it.
Great.
Okay, Paula, this is all finished.
Okay. I did good, didn't I,
You
Michael?
did so good. Look at that. It's nice and even. Let me just check it out. Thin. It's going to be perfect. Let me wrap that up for you.
I can't tell you how much fun I had with you today.
I'm really glad. This was a lot of fun. You want to take it?
Yes, I want to take
It's
it.
all yours.
All right, well, you just help me get out of here. Help me
got
through
it.
the doors.
All right, come on.
Is there a special way to tote this?
Nah, just run out the
How
front
about
door.
like this?
That's good.
Michael, thanks so much.
Paula, it was my pleasure.
You're the man. You're the
You're
marshmallow
the woman.
man, baby. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It was fun.
Thanks driving now.
I bet y'all never seen a marshmallow that comes packaged this way, have you? Well, I had not either. Let's see if we can kind of peek in there at that marshmallow like no other. I'm gonna leave it sitting right here because what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go to our entree and we're gonna do country fried steak. Now I have added about 3/4 of a cup of oil to my pan to fry my steak in. So we're gonna let our grease heat up. And while we do that, we're gonna prepare our steak. I'm gonna show you how my mother used to do hers. Now we're gonna take this and season it just with our house seasoning. And we're gonna take a regular seasoning salt. Then we're gonna flip those over and do the same thing to the other side. All right, that's it. Now we're gonna bring it over here and just dredge it in the flour just like that. I'm gonna put them back in the pan. Now this is what my mother did. She would take her a little bowl of water and just sprinkle that meat just like that. And then we're gonna run it through that flour one more time. And that's just going to give it a little extra crust. That's all the water's for. I'm going to just drop our steak in there. And we're going to fry this very fast because we're going to make a gravy and we're going to return the steak to the gravy and then let it cook for a while until it's tender. As soon as this browns, we're going to flip it and brown it on the other side and take it up, and then we're going to make our gravy. All right, now see, it's starting to brown. All right, it won't be but another minute or so, and we'll be taking this up. And I tell you what, while our steak is finished browning, why don't we come on over here and we'll slice up our onions. And we're going to just use a yellow onion, cutting it into small wedges. All right. Our steak is ready. So we're just going to take it out and throw it over here on the plate and let it drain for a minute. Now I'm going to take this pan and just pour off most of our drippings. I'm going to leave 2 or 3 tablespoons in the pan. All right, now we're going to take our flour and we're going to make a quick roux. So I'm just going to keep adding the flour until it's the way I like it. All right, and I'm going to add our black pepper. All right, and I'm going to add some, I think I'll just put our house seasoning in. It's got a little pepper in it. That's all right. And we're just going to stir that around until it gets nice and brown. Okay, I think our roux is brown enough now. I'm going to the sink and put some hot water in this pan. All right. That's just an old habit of mine. Since my early cooking days, I've just always turned to the faucet. You can see I've got it pretty thin. Now we're gonna put our steak back in here in the gravy. This is gonna be so good. All right, now I'm gonna top it with the onions. And these onions are gonna just give it a wonderful flavor. Okay, we're just gonna cover this pan now and forget it's there for a little while. Let it get real, real tender. Ooh, looks so good. This looks so yummy. Country fried steak and gravy is probably the epitome of good comfort food. Y'all hang around because coming up next, I'm gonna make that Wilmington Island marsh mud cake using that homemade fresh marshmallow. All right, I'm getting ready to make that Wilmington Island marsh mud cake. And Michael at the marshmallow shop showed me a secret, so I'm gonna put my water right there and we're gonna get to that in a minute. But right now, we're gonna start the cake part. This cake is amazingly simple. We're gonna start with our cocoa and our melted butter. So easy. And we're gonna just kind of beat that butter and cocoa together like that to kind of just get it going. All right, now we're gonna lift that up and we're just gonna dump everything else in. The sugar, the flour, I'm adding all-purpose flour, and a pinch of salt. We'll add the 4 eggs. I tell you, one of the biggest fans of this cake is Michael. All right, teaspoon of vanilla. All right, now you saw how simple that was. All I'm gonna do now is fold in our pecans. Before I put our cake batter into our pan, I'm gonna show you a trick that Michael at Joe Mart gave to me. He told me to take a sponge with a little water. He said it didn't matter if it was hot or cold, and just wipe that paper. And that will loosen the marshmallow. I see it starting to crinkle, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the top. So let's see if Michael was telling the truth. Well, so far so good. Now let's see if it'll come off the bottom. That's gonna be the real test. Thank you, Michael. I think he's made marshmallows once or twice, don't you? He knew what he was talking about. All right, we've got it loose now. And I'm just gonna let this sit right here while our cake bakes. So, back to the cake. Okay, now we're just gonna take our spatula and spread it evenly in our pan. So we're gonna put this in our oven. And let it bake. And while it's baking, we're gonna make our icing for this cake. All right, I'm gonna start by scalding about a half a cup of milk. And we're gonna start with a 1 pound box of light brown sugar. And I'm cutting back on this to half a stick of butter. So we're gonna cream this. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our cocoa. All right, our milk is scalded. So I'm gonna just pour that right into there. And I'm going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of vanilla. And that icing is ready to be poured over that warm chocolate cake. Oh, looks so good. You can see it's pulled away from the sides just perfectly, and I'm not gonna waste 1 second and lay it right on top of that hot cake. All right, now we're gonna pour this icing while it's warm on top of that marshmallow. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut me out a little piece while the chocolate's running. See it? All right. Oh, look. Marshmallow heaven. I'm kind of cheating by having my dessert first. But when I get through with this, I'm gonna be making up some garden pea salad and easy rolls. I promised y'all that this meal was gonna be super simple. And I'm good to my word. English peas, just canned English peas. I'm gonna take these and drain them real good. We're gonna put hard-boiled eggs in it, And I never dice mine. I just take them and squish them up. I'm going to add some onion, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I put a little diced pimento in it. Now we're going to moisten this with a little mayonnaise. That's it. All right, this meal just keeps getting easier and easier. I'm going to show you these rolls that I've been making since I was 19 years old. It's self-rising flour, a little bit of sugar, milk, just regular sweet milk, and mayonnaise. And it kind of tastes like a cross between a roll and a biscuit. This is a great little recipe because you don't have to roll the bread out or knead it or any of that stuff. You're just going to drop it by the spoonfuls into the muffin tin, just like that. And I think you'll be amazed at just how good this is. But if you only want to make 9 biscuits, it's fine. Just put your little water in the rest. And into the oven, we're going to cook these for about 12 to 15 minutes. All right, those biscuits should be about ready, so I'm going to take out the garden pea salad and give it a quick stir. And then see if those little golden biscuits are ready. And they are. Such satisfying flavors. Y'all stick around because I got a few tips for you before we leave. Just a few thoughts that I want to share with you. When you're making your Wilmington Island marsh mud cake, you might want to substitute marshmallow fluff. It works very, very well. And when you're serving your garden pea salad, you might want to think about serving it in a lettuce cup. It's real pretty. But I want to give you a quick tip for those leftover biscuits that you have. Split them and butter them and toast them up in the skillet. The next morning, you will enjoy them so much, along with a little jelly. I think it's better the second time around, maybe. You know, you really don't have to spend a lot of money or search high and low for ingredients to make a good, hearty, wholesome meal for your family. I don't think you can get any better than the country fried steak served over rice and the garden pea salad and the biscuits and the Wilmington Island marsh mud cake. Just doesn't get any better. I hope that you'll try some of these recipes and think about me while you're eating. But right now, I got a scooter to ride.